Jess here, and welcome to my channel. For today's 5 on Friday, I'm going to bring to you my next round of 5-star predictions. Can you believe that we're already to our next round of 5-star predictions? I'm bringing this to you a little bit earlier because I'm almost done with my last round, so I figured get a jump start on this and get this one out here because I am not going to need all of June to finish last round. So, first up, I'm going to be reading The Witchlings by Claribel A. Ortega. And this says, every year in the magical town of Ravenskill, young witchlings participate in the Black Moon ceremony, are placed into covens, and come into their powers as full-fledged witches. Seven Salazar can't wait to be placed in House Hyacinth. She's worked so hard to get the best possible placement and to avoid being a spare, a leftover witch with lesser powers, looked down on by everybody. But on the night of the ceremony, Seven isn't placed into House Hyacinth, or in one of the 5 covens at all. She's a spare. Even worse, when Seven and the other 2 spares perform the magic circle to seal their coven, it doesn't work. They're stuck as witchlings and will lose their magic abilities for good. Seven invokes her only option, the impossible task. The 3 spares must defeat the dreaded Night Beast. If they work together and succeed, they'll gain their full powers. If they fail, well, the last coven to make the attempt ended up being turned into toads forever. So, I've read, I think it's Ghost Squad, and I really enjoyed that one. I'm hoping that I enjoy this one as well, which is why I've picked this one. I like that there's going to be some magic in it, that there's kind of like these house vibes, which almost feels like a school setting vibe, because I would assume if you join a coven, you're going to be learning about magic from your coven. I'm very curious to see what the Night Beast is and how these 3 go about defeating it and how their relationship develops. It feels like it could have a found family aspect, and I love me some found family. So I definitely think this one has a lot of the elements that could lead to it getting 5 stars. Then I picked The Battle for Roar by Jenny McLaughlin. This is the 3rd and final book in the Roar series, and in this series we follow Arthur and Rose, who in the first book are staying with their grandfather and realize that the land of make-believe that they had made up when they were younger is real. When the villain of that land steals their grandfather, and they have to start to believe again so they can go and rescue him. I've loved both of the first books in this series, hence why I have decided to put the final book of the trilogy on my 5-star prediction list. I think that this has everything it could need to possibly tick off my boxes. There is found family in the first one, there's actual family vibes in the first one, there's magic, there's make-believe, and honestly, like I've said in any video where I've talked about the series, who wouldn't be thrilled with the idea of the make-believe land that they imagined when they were a child coming to life and being real? So really looking forward to diving into this one and finding out how this story ends. The next book I've chosen is A Darkening of Dragons by S.A. Patrick. So I have heard about this one, and I've been trying to get my hands on it for a while, and it finally came out in the States. And it says, 3 accidental heroes encounter 1 legendary villain in an epic, dragon-filled adventure. Just right for young fans of Terry Pratchett, J.R.R. Tolkien, and How to Train Your Dragon. We've got dragons, we've got heroes, we've got villains, there's going to be an epic adventure. I know it's called the Songs of Magic series, so I know that there's music involved from what I've heard, and I'm just very, very curious to see how this story plays out, how dragons play out. It's giving me good 5-star vibes, so hopefully I love it. Next, I went with A Clock of Stars, The Shadow Moth by Francesca Gibbons. So this says, Imogene should be nice to her little sister Marie. She should be nice to her mom's boyfriend too. And she certainly shouldn't follow a strange silver moth through a door in a tree. But then, who does what they're told? Soon Imogene and Marie find themselves trapped in a magical kingdom where no one behaves as they should. And the sisters must move fast to escape the monsters that come out after dark. Longing to return home, they find help from a spoiled prince, a dancing bear, and even the stars above. Thrilling, sharply funny, and with characters you will fall in love with, A Clock of Stars is a timeless fantasy from an astonishingly new voice. So, I'm getting the feeling we will see an interesting dynamic between Imogene and Marie. This world sounds like it'll be quite fascinating, and nobody behaves as they should. Yeah, nobody behaves as they should, which is kind of giving me Phantom of the Tollbooth vibes, and I absolutely adored that book when I was a middle grader myself. And with a spoiled prince, a dancing bear, and the stars above, I'm very curious how those combinations of things help these girls out. So very much looking forward to checking out the series. It has been on my radar for a long time, and I figured this was a good time to get it on a TBR, get myself reading it, and yeah, hopefully I will love it. And then my last 5-star prediction is Dark Waters by Christopher Holt. This is the second book in the Last Dog series, and we're following 3 dogs, Max, Rocky, and Gizmo, and basically their humans all disappear. And I really enjoyed the first one. That one might have also been a 5-star prediction. I don't think it got 5 stars, but I think it might have been. But I really enjoyed the start to the series, and I, again, think this one has a lot of the things I like in books. We have animal POVs and adventure. These dogs didn't know each other, so we've got like found family vibes with these dogs. So I'm hoping that the second one has the one thing that the first one lacks, because I believe the first one I gave 4.5 stars. So really hoping that this one hits that 5-star mark. So these are the books I've chosen for my next round of 5-star predictions. What is a book that you are hoping to get to in the near future that you think will get 5 stars? Let me know in the comments section below. All of my social media is linked in the description below if you'd like to come chat with me. If you've made it this far in the video, leave me star emojis. Like this video and subscribe to my channel, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye!